But the substance of the actual believer, which is based upon your own personal, spiritual fortitude, whether you yourself are somebody who will stand up, whether you yourself are somebody who gives da'wah, gives charity, comes to the masjid, stands for the truth, teaches the family the truth. That's where your substance is. It's not so much you show up and you know a couple words, mashallah, or you wear a thobe, but then you go home, you don't teach your family nothing. You live a totally non-Islamic lifestyle. That's one of the diseases of modern day Muslims. The Prophet talked about that in the hadith of Hudayfa ibn al-Yaman, when he talked about the weakness of the ummah. The Prophet is speaking about the weakness of his ummah. And Hudayfa was questioning how all these things could occur. He said, "Amin qillatin ya Rasulullah." Are all these things going to be happening because there's not going to be that many Muslims? And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "La." Who's talking in the back? Why are people talking in the back of the masjid during Salat al-Jum'ah, Khutbah al-Jum'ah? Why is that? Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Why do you let your kids do that? Why do you do that? Why is this conversation going on in the back of the masjid during the month of Ramadan, during Khutbah al-Jum'ah? Because that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen so flagrant in the house of Allah. When you come into the masjid on Yom al-Jum'ah and the Imam is giving a khutbah, you need to be silent. If you have kids, babies, we can't stop babies, mashallah. Y'all know this is Ramadan. You know I'm going to say what needs to be said during this month. This is the month that the Quran was revealed. This is the month of change. This is the month that whatever's going on in your life that's wrong, you need to try to righten it this month. You try to righten it during any time, but this, if there's any time that you want to get your deeds straight, you want to get your family straight, you want to get your life straight, it's during the month of Ramadan. So please, don't come to Jum'ah and try to have a conversation in the back of the masjid while the Imam is giving the khutbah. Because that's disrespectful. Don't do that. And don't allow your children to do it. Brothers, this is the month of Ramadan. There's so much about the reality of Ramadan, what the month is, but you want to become better. You want to strive. You want to build fortitude in your life. Because when Hudayfa asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how is it going to be? A time is going to come where the Muslims are going to be so weak and they're going to be just devoured by people left and right and so inept in their religion. How is that going to happen? Ya Rasulullah. Amin killatin, Ya Rasulullah. Is it because they're small in numbers? The Prophet said, La, no, hum yawma idin kathirun. He says, no, on that day, there'll be many Muslims. وَلَكِنَّهُمْ غُثَاءٌ كَغُثَاءُ السَّيْلِ. But they'll be like the suds on the ocean, which means that the Muslim, yes, there'll be many Muslims, but the individual substance in the Muslim is weak. We all can't be strong, striving, but you have to be the Muslim that stands something nothing. Because the Shaitan's plan, oh, it's in motion. They're not even playing with them anymore. He's like, listen, we're going to show you how we can get Muslims in Egypt. And I love Egypt and Egyptians. I had so many children went from Egypt. I'm going to show you how I can get 1 million people on the street one day and get hundreds of thousands on the street next day, and they're all Muslims and they're arguing and fighting against one another. I'm going to show you how I can do that in a matter of days, just using social media. I'm going to show you how in Syria I can get them to kill each other. I'm going to show you how in Libya I can get them to kill each other, oust their president, and have vendettas going on for generations to come. We've already stroked it in the deal. I'm going to show you how I can get the Muslims in Iraq to fight one another and have vendettas that last for generations. The substance have to mean something. You can't slow walk your religion during these times when there's so much falsehood coming at you, coming at your children. Your children are on the internet all day long. They're telling them this. You have to counter that. Even though that may be viewed as extremism. Ain't that more extreme than going to the hellfire? You want to see extremism? Hellfire is extreme. That's extreme. That's khulud. That means you can't come out. كلما أرادوا أن يخرجوا منها أعيدوا فيها. Every time they want to come out, they'll be thrown back in. That's extreme. Holding fast to the faith, brother, is not an extreme thing, but it's something that we should do. You want to, and if you want a time of the year where you build up your own fortitude as a Muslim man, as a Muslim woman, the month of Ramadan is the best time to do it. That's my point. Take advantage of it. Clean house. Brothers, go home to your families. Clean up. That's my advice. If y'all ain't been making salat at the house, hey, you know what? We're gonna start making some salats up in here. And, no, we don't, because we're watching cable. No, I understand that, but we're gonna start praying here, and we're gonna cut back some of this stuff. You gotta say to your kids, okay, listen, all this activity you're doing, extra activity, what you got a boyfriend, you got a girlfriend, you got this, you just not, you smoke a little weed on the side. You know what? We better stop all this. Because don't think Shaitan is playing with you and your kids, man. He's not. He's going for their soul. He's putting things in them and in us that he can count on down the road to use as resources for his team. That's the way it is. Ramadan, you get a couple of things. One, you get extra spiritual fortitude on the one side. And I know people don't like to hear that. Oh man, you know what? I tried that. I tried the New Age thinking for a minute. I tried. Did I try it? I said, okay, maybe we can go for the New Age stuff. Okay, people tell me, you need to know psychology, you need to understand, these are new times now, and we got all kinds of new professors and books being written on behavior and modification. Okay, I tried it. It don't work. It doesn't. It doesn't. You can take a soft shoe approach. Muslims take soft shoe approaches. And some things we do take soft shoe approach. But not when it comes to the essence of our faith. Not when it comes to Allah.